Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? Who have we got in the chat? Robin Grace, RGJ Trains, in first. Welcome, guys. Walter Hope, Valley Railway Enthusiast, good evening. Tom Houston, Model Rail, good evening. Flymo Chairman 1, Top Mod is in the house. Wolfsec PW, good evening. Martin O'Keefe, hi Martin, how you doing? And Valerie Green's in. Oh, and my chat just disappeared. Where was I? Yeah, Valerie, President XD Locomotive Shed, good evening. Jerry BVR, how you doing, Jerry? Mick 92, have a beer or four? Well, unfortunately, I'm on the water tonight. I'm taking it easy. Oh, Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase. It's pun time. Tom Houston Model Rail. Good evening, Tom. How you doing? Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Good evening. Just bolting down some burgers. Bird's Eye Original. Are they on the barbecue or done in the oven? Joshua W56 Gaming. Good evening. Smallwood Junction. How you doing? Valley 56 Chris. Good evening. How you doing? And hi to anybody who's watching on playback and anyone who's lurking in the background. And apologies if I've missed anyone in the chat. It started skipping up and down on me there, but good evening. You're all very welcome. Oh, Brian's in the house. How you doing, Brian? Watching this from the luxury of being at home instead of here sweating like he was last week. You've done a great job on renaming his loco. So, changed up the angles of the cameras there a bit on the 6x4. Same locos as last week, the class 57 with the nuclear flasks and class 37 with the car transporters going around. I will give you a little tour of the layout because I got some work done on this layout over the weekend. I got the supports and the baseboard down for the first loop. So tonight, I'm going to just do a bit of track laying. Just kind of trying to be ambitious, hoping I'd have the 2 loops of track down for tonight and have trains running on here, but alas, no. Time didn't allow. So what's everyone been up to? Did you see those A4s I sent last week via Facebook? I think I did. Simon, remind me again, where did you send them to the Donegal Dad Messenger? Oh, Tim Maslin's in the house. Good evening. Yeah, the R car carrier wagon's been pulled by the 37. That was an unbelievable bargain I got at Wexford show when I was down there. In fact, I've done a little video on purchasing model railway supplies and where I get them and everything. That's coming out maybe next week. Tomorrow's video is the first in, like I said before, I was going to do a monthly thing where people ask me questions and I do a video on it. So it was, Mav sent me a video on DCC. So I've answered his questions in that video. He's already seen it because I sent it to him to see if he was happy with it. Channel members have already seen it. And that'll be out to everyone else tomorrow at 4:45, I think it goes live at. So you'll be able to catch that then. Oh, my personal Facebook. I do remember something, but that was a week ago, Simon. There's a lot happened since then. Right, let me just grab the camera. So the bottom left camera. In fact, what I might do is just make that big just for this. So stand by, anybody who gets motion sickness. So I already had, I think, this done as far as up here. Ignore the bit of wood filler. But I've continued it on around to here and put that board in and back around here. So now I can do the first 2 loops. I think what I've decided to do, I know I was saying before I was going to put a folded figure of 8, but looking at it now, I think that's going to be too much track and too much to put into the space. So this second double track will just come around here. It will line up on here. I'm going to widen that a little bit and come around, and that will split off earlier back to here. And this one will come around to here. And I'm going to have the TMD out here. That's what that point is there. So it's going to come around here and have a TMD here. And what I'm thinking now is, because I want to be operating this layout from outside, when I do the scenery on this, I'm going to build it up, have backboards along here, see alongside, and then on top of it, I'm going to build another smaller layout, which will have the 009 on it. So it'll sit on top, blend in, and be part of this layout. But at the same time, I can take it off and have it as a completely separate layout. So thanks to Seamus for giving me that idea. So the scenery and everything will blend in to the central layer, if you like, and then it'll all be, so I'll have 2 layouts in one, if you like. So let's put the camera over here. I'll put it back to 4x4 again. Still a little bit of a cough, but this it's not as bad as it was. Does anyone else pop in while I was gassing? Oh, Maura's in. How you doing, Maura? Yeah, it's like this bloody heat wave. Well, we had our heat wave here the last couple of days. It got really warm. It got into the high 20s, which for Donegal is, that's, you know, you're stripping down to your boxers in that heat around here. It got very warm. It's cooled off now. It's down to about 17 or 18. It's been raining today, but we had lovely sunshine earlier on and the past couple of days. So I think that's probably our summer done now here in Donegal. Yesterday was in a nice -20 freezer, so it was nice. Can people recommend good Dremel discs? I picked up a few in the my local hobby shop. But I think B&Q have a Dremel section, and they have discs in there. You want to go for the, if you're using them for cut and track, you want to go for the thinnest one you can get. So obviously, if you're cutting gaps in your track, you don't make the gap too big. Dwight Curley Schlutt with his permission. Well, that reminds me, I'm not here next week, and RGJ Trains are stepping into the breach. So Grace and Rob will be here next Thursday. And of course, we've got Jason on tonight after me. The redirect is set up, so it will take you straight over to his stream when I finish. Yeah, hopefully, Flamo, we might get a wee bit more summer. I haven't been to the beach yet, and we haven't had a barbecue yet. So, you know, those are the 2 things we've got to get in. Don't think I'd done it at all last year. Oh, Kieran's in the house, J94. How you doing, Kieran? Yes, I'm having a night off next Thursday. It seems everything this year has fallen on a Thursday for me. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some track laying around this direction. So there will be soldering iron at play. So there will be possibility of swearing when I burn my fingers, so warning you of that. There are also going to be some drilling. Of course, if I was anyway organized, I'd have all this set up before I went live, but you know, I don't have time to be doing any of that. Oh, Charlie's in the house. How you doing, Charlie? Simon was out in the warm weather on Tuesday, chasing a Class 37 up and down the main line. Even though the weather was warmer, 29 degrees, and being in the shade was nice. When the sun went into the clouds was nice. Yeah, I don't understand these people who lay out on a beach in the sun. I just can't do it. For a start, my skin would go as red as my top and then just peel. But I do not like the heat. If it's cloudy and I don't have direct sunshine on me, great. Those headphone users, it's going to be a loud one. Setting up everyone is cheating. Hereford Martin, good evening. How are you doing? Donegal Railway will be marked safe for the next 2 weeks from Simon's plans. 2 weeks. My birthday falls on a Thursday. Ooh. Well, happy birthday for, is it in 2 weeks then, Simon? Any warm, hot weather. See, I don't mind warm, hot weather. I don't like direct sunshine. I don't like it that hot when the sun is just beating down on you. Just no. Can't be doing it. Yeah, I'm the same, Jerry. Once it passes 20 degrees, I'm banjaxed. I'm the same. We're not used to it here in Donegal. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a piece of FlexiTrack from my box. Oh, this one's already got droppers on it. Well, they'll probably have to come off because it's going around a curve. See if I can find another one. In sunlight, I scream and turn into a pile of ashes. Oh, that's right. It's a bank holiday this weekend, isn't it? Ooh. I will be in the chat in 2 weeks' time as I will be up north. Ah, right, okay. Richard Brown, good evening, Richard. How are you doing? Yeah, I forgot it was the bank holiday this weekend. See, more because most of my work is up in Northern Ireland. I work on the UK bank holidays. So I kind of forget about the Irish ones. Right, let's use this piece. Let's see if you. Wait, can I put this so I don't knock it over? Scottish Friends not over to the 5th of September. I got clearance to go to the Belfast show on the 25th. Well, I'll be going on the 24th because the 25th is actually what, although I'm not married, is what me and Mrs. Class is our anniversary. So the 28 years this year. I forgot to mention there will be some hammering as well. So headphone users, watch out. There's some cork. Here's some I prepared earlier. So you notice I'm not going to put the cork right up to the end of the track because I decided in the station I didn't put any cork underlay under the points. Part of the reason for that was I was in such a hurry putting all the track down. I then looked at it and went, oh, I didn't put any cork under. And then I thought, oh, it's a station, it won't matter. I'm not ripping all that up again just to put cork under it. You could try and get both. Yeah, I could chance my arm. Still, it's nice. Most of the bank holidays do tie up together. It's just obviously the July one and the August one in North don't. But it's nice then I can, if I have the August one off, everything down here is open. So it means I can get a load of stuff done because it's a normal working day here. And the thing is I kind of miss, there's no bank holiday between August and Christmas, whereas you do get one in October in the Republic. Oh, Clive's in the house. How are you doing, Clive Colbert? Are you out of hospital yet? Please tell me you are. You couldn't still be in there. Trevor Veal's in the house. Hi, Trevor. How you doing? Oh, the Growler, Blackwood End gauge layout. Ewan's in. How you doing? Ewan? Yeah, the All Ireland Rail Review came out. I think if anyone's seen my social medias, I posted it there. Supposed to be a branch from Derry to Letterkenny, but they're looking at somewhere between 2040 and 2050 when that's going to be built. So that means they've kicked the can down the road. It's not this government that's going to have to build it. It's another government's problem, so it's probably never going to happen. You know, they just seem to have left a big chunk of the northwest out. It's like, I'll chuck Donegal a little section into Letterkenny, that'll do them. So nothing happens up there anyway. You know, like I keep saying, they have the wrong vision for transport infrastructure, whether it be road, rail, canal. It's all, there's no point in putting the infrastructure in after it's needed. You want to put it in so there's good infrastructure to attract businesses and make them set up. You know, people go, well, yeah, there's 100% employment at the moment, and you know it's not going to affect, and there isn't the population. It's like, well, if you build it, they will come, right? Some hammer noise. Where did I put my bolt? One bolt. Oh, where did I put my spacers? So what I've got here is I've actually got a couple of third radius Hornby curves. They're just set in, just so I can put this other bit of track in. And then once this track is in, I can take this away and replace it with a piece of flexi track. The problem is, if you try and eyeball it, what will happen is you might get it too close, and then when your Mark IV coaches go around, they bash into each other. You want to build the infrastructure first and then build around it. Yeah, exactly. You build the railway lines, because you can already see it where they reopened the line between Limerick and Galway. The towns along that route now have become commuter towns for Limerick and Galway, and it's pushed property prices up and brought people to the area and businesses to the area. So now it's going to do the same thing when they extend it north out of Galway to Tuam and on to Claremorris. I mean, a lot of the railway lines that they're in the report that they're going to put in are already there. They're just mothballed. The tracks obviously need ripping up and replacing because everything's rotten on it. But they're already there. Like, you can go straight from Galway all the way up to Sligo if you want. It actually goes on to the Dublin line at Colooney. The Waterford to Rosslare line, that's already there. That was only closed down 20 years ago. The line between Mullingar and Athlone, again, that's closed down and mothballed. As far as I know, the track and everything is still there. Yeah, imagine if you do that, you have means to build. Yeah, exactly. You can build around it. And if they try and put it in afterwards, price of land's gone up. They have to do a load of compulsory purchase orders of people's houses and things like that. And it's just, yeah, as Jerry says, that's common sense, something alien to every government. Yeah. Just notice I was watching this one minute behind. Oh, there's the link to the annual Ulster Motor Railway Club show, 24th, 25th of August. Yeah, it's nice to actually get some work done on it, Flymo. I was knocked off my feet with this dose I had for like a good 2-3 weeks. So I missed those weekends of doing anything. Dr. O'Beaching. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how quickly they can turn these things around. I mean, there's ideas there of having some high-speed trains and taking dual lines and putting up to 4 lines and extending stuff. And you can guarantee all the stuff around Dublin's going to be done first. And then by that time, it'll have fizzled out and the rest of the country will be forgotten about as usual. You're only taking one of your N gauges to Ulster, are you? I can say I'm not going to get much of this track day tonight. I'm going to be chatting all night on the... I need to actually pull that around. Actually, right. I need to put a insulated rail joiner on that. Everybody like the my barbers that I go to? I put a post up on the community page and on Facebook. It's great barbers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull those sleepers off. One thing about these insulated fish plates is because they're so flexible, it can be tricky. I'm going to move that because otherwise I'm just going to bash into it and smash my phone. That didn't work. Right, I've just mangled that. See, this always happens when you're doing something on camera. Yeah, there's electrification projects to different parts of the network as well. I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago where they've got these battery trains that can go, I think it's 80 kilometers on a charge. So the idea is when they get to the end of the electrified section, it can carry on for another 30 kilometers on its charge and come back. They're actually testing them at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how they work out. So they can have the electric trains before they put in the catenary. Oh, you're still in Antrim? Got 3 weeks to go? Oh, get well soon, mate. Yeah, if any of you guys are ever in Enniskillen, you should go there because you know it is a museum. You don't have to get your hair cut. You can go in and have a good look around. The barbers in there, very enthusiastic, and they'll give you all the information. Everything. It is a great place to visit. Yes, I do have the UTA Ginty. Obviously, you haven't been watching my videos, Valerie. You would have seen the video on it. I got two of them, one for myself and one for the museum. So the one for myself, we had to hardwire a chip into it. It goes great. Love it. Like it is the railroad model of the Ginty from Hornby, but the paint job on it, everything, it looks apart. It looks really nice. Oh, Hermitage Road is in the house. How you doing, sir? "20 hours traveling, doing 8 hours in buses because oh, I remember those days traveling from Donegal to Bristol. You know, it was a 6-hour drive back in the 80s from Donegal to Dublin. And then you didn't have the A55 and A5 dual carriageway back then. It was down through Wales, down to get onto the M54 and get onto the M6, M5. I used to take 6 hours from Holyhead to Bristol. It used to be an awful journey. I remember being stuck on the ferry once for over 10 hours because it was too rough for it to come in and dock, and just circling around in the Irish Sea. It wasn't fun. Yeah, that's right, Tim. Yeah, there's a load of them getting rid of their electric locos or storing them because they can't afford the electricity. Cup 448, I'm a real cup. What's the difference between 00 and O? Well, 00 is, the scale of that is 4 millimeters to the foot. So every 4 millimeters represents 1 foot. O gauge is called 7 mil. So every 7 mil is equal to 1 foot. So it's almost, if you like, double the size of 00, even though O is, yeah, double the size of O roughly, thereabouts. It's just a bigger size. Yeah, there is a few stations that, I mean, there was on the Lewis line, they built a station, well, halt, I don't know, what do you call a stop, I suppose it is on the Lewis because it's a tramway. They built it because there was supposed to be a housing estate built there, and I don't think the housing estate was ever built. So there's this Lewis stop in the middle of these fields. Yeah, as Andy says, O is twice as big as 00. Here's what Akira are going to announce tomorrow. I didn't even know they were making an announcement tomorrow. Be interesting to see. They've been announcing a lot recently. Yeah, I heard that. 25 layouts and 5 trade stands. I'm looking forward to it. I think everyone likes a good HST. Must admit, I like the executive livery. Yeah, I should be just using my little tool for this to make it easier. Someone actually, a video I showed this on, the little bent piece of rail. I can't see whether, yeah, I'm looking at the camera, bent piece of rail for putting fish plates on. They actually said they'd done the same thing, but they put a little wooden handle on it and painted it orange so it's easier to spot. I think that's a very good idea. Go, that's that on. Where did I put my pliers? My pinchers there. Right, let's put another. I've ordered the batteries for the nuclear flasks. They should be with me by next week. I don't know why they went for such a uncommon size. I thought that'd be, because the blister packs you can pick up everywhere, it doesn't have that size on them. and it doesn't seem to have an equivalent size either. So, like, why? So you may never know. Soon I've got this weekend maybe to do a bit on this. So you never know, I might have 2 loops running for the next time. Oh, Anthony's in the house. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Yeah, they do spend a lot. Like Donegal town now, they've spent about 300,000 on a new one-way system, which has cocked up the traffic movements in the town, and nobody's happy about it. A load of money on our central area. It's called the Diamond, revamping that. And of course, now summer, they've closed the children's park to revamp that. And of course, it's the best time to do it during the summer. You know, when the kids are off school and they might actually want to use it. I'm talking about electricity. I received my catenary system, then realized the kit did not include the columns. Oh. Yeah, DCC ready is quite handy because you only have to just pop the chip in it. As long as you check the box when you walk out and make sure it's a 21 pin or an 8 pin and you've got the right decoder at home. Like I think it was that 66 I bought. And thought, oh yeah, that's an 8 pin. I'll take it home. Got home. No, it was 21 pin. I was like, oh. I didn't see the small print. Yeah, the small print will always get you. Ideal world, we shouldn't need to read it. Yeah, that's true, Andy. Oh, you got a Black 5, are you? Nice steam engine. That's something I haven't actually run for a while. Some of my steamers. Might get some of them out for next time. I'll be running them around here, hopefully. Be a test for it. The steamers, especially the big steamers, are a good test of your track laying capabilities because that'll soon tell you whether you've done a decent job or not, because those things will derail quite easily. Right, let's give them a little tap. A little tap with the persuader. Oh, my pin vise. Oops. Sorry guys, I'm just drilling some holes in the sleepers, putting some pins in to hold it where the track join will be. What I've started doing now with the track joins across baseboards is I've stopped using those little solder pads that I was using. So I found them to be a little bit fiddly. And what I've been doing is just using the normal sleepers, gluing them down or pinning them down, and then running some super glue leading up to it, and that seems to hold everything in place. So obviously we'll see how it goes with wear and tear. You can get those little track joining pieces, which I think are a good idea, but all the track joins I've got, that's quite a bit of money in those, because I think it's about a tenner for just doing 2 tracks. Sorry about that, guys. Hope nobody had headphones on. Garbo Studios, good evening. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up, guys, and subscribe if you're new here. You got any questions? Put them in the comments. Of course, 12 minutes past 8 already. Oh, Ewan's in the house as well. He does N-gauge. What's the smallest sort of radius you can put on N-gauge track? I don't know how this is going to affect what I'm doing, because obviously it's 009, which is N-gauge track. Because as I was thinking, there's like this space here for the layout is going to be about, well, it's 2 foot across, I think. So it's 7 foot, 2.5, 2.5. Yeah, this would be 2 foot. So that would be a 12-inch at the max radius. Is that too tight for N-gauge? Andy Dobson, how you doing, Andy? Charlie, I'm gonna build the gantry beams from the kit and see if they work with my columns. Oh, okay, very good. It's always nice when you do a bit of scratch building and do it yourself and overcome a problem like that. You feel like you've achieved something. RDJ Trains, hi all, sorry, minor internet issues. You not got that sorted yet, guys? I was just saying earlier on that you guys are taking over my slot next week. Smack the thumbs up across the face. It's like putting with Mark's hammer. It's a tiny little hammer. I remember being somewhere, seeing that and going, oh, that'd be great for putting in track pins. Yeah, what I use for a nail punch is a bolt. And because it's slightly recessed at the end there, when you drive it in, it doesn't tend to drive the pin in that far that it pinches the sleepers. Oh, I've got one piece of track in. I'll just need to trim it. Sorry, I'm just trying to put some sleepers on. All right, let's just make sure these rails are tight before I cut them. The curve is nice and smooth. Put another pin in there just to hold it in place. These will be ballasted, everything. So in theory, I could go around afterwards and take the pins out. I know some people don't like track pins, but it's the way I do it. There we go. Where am I? Nope. Let's just. My chat froze there for a while. Where are we? Yeah, Some Jerry, real life getting in the way of fun. Yeah, I think we all have that problem. Yeah, Rob's been breaking the internet again. Yeah, I picked those Saturday. I picked up those car transporters in Wexford, the Wexford show. They were a bit of a bargain. Didn't really want them, but when I seen them, I couldn't say no. Comes and goes. All seems to fix itself when we phone up. Yeah. Thank you, Cop448. Are those car transporters bouncing over the point? Quite possibly. If you're talking about the points that are right up against the window, of course, it would be them because they're the furthest one, the hardest ones to get at. I do need to do a bit of work on them because I can't actually run the trains the other direction because it derails on the point. So that's on my to-do list. According to RG Trains, you're a professional. Professional at what? Oh, Timber Surf's in the house. Hi, Timber. How you doing? Oh, Clive's in the house. How you doing, Clive? That's Clive, Newland Railway. I think the laptop is hitting the transporters. No, the laptop's nowhere near the transporters. Oh yeah, I see what you mean about coming over the point. I'm going to go and have a look at that now. It might be the foot off the, oh yeah. I think it's just hitting off the foot off the webcam. Actually, usually a little further down so it doesn't. I'll wait for that to come around and see if it does it again. Yeah, it was heading off the foot of the webcam. That's what it was. See, what's my favorite steam engine? Oh, I'll show you what my favorite steam engine is. I actually haven't taken this out of the box in a while. A couple of you would have seen this before. But I say my steam engine, it's not mine. Ooh. There's this little beauty. That is a G-gauge, live steam, remote controlled steam engine we use in the museum. Obviously it's painted up in Donegal colours. It's an 062, whereas the real Drumbo would be a 264. But it's a lovely little thing, runs on gas. I haven't actually run it for a while, so I need to take it out and service it. It's all been put away, all nicely oiled, batteries and everything disconnected out of it, so there wouldn't be any leaks. Don't know why, but my phone just crashed. So where are we? So that's the laptop. That's where we got to. Mark, what are your tables made of? You mean my workbench, or not my workbench? The baseboards. If it is, the baseboards are made out of 9mm ply with a 2x1 frame, and all that is sitting on same frames they use on making tracks. I did do a video on them. I thought that's a great idea. I made those up, so it's sitting on 4 of them. The 4x6 layout is just actually resting on some of those plastic folding tables. And anybody who's living in Ireland, this week in Lidl, I picked up for €13. There's a couple of sort of A-frame trestles. I don't know if they're in the UK Lidls, but I picked up a few of them for supporting like the Christmas layout and other small layouts like that. No, I think the transporters are hitting the laptop. Chat seems to be working here. Yeah, my chat just disappeared. My phone just crashed. That's what it was. Yeah, it's very hard to pass up a bargain when you see it, isn't it, Flymo? bad. Just, oh, you're getting over a dose of the old China flu. Professional YouTuber. I don't think I'm professional YouTuber, far from it. I just, like I say to anybody, every time you make a video or do a live, you learn something new, whether it's on your software or how to shoot something or lighting or sound. Let's talk into more kind of stockings and the men's professional. Grace, you love bringing up the stockings. I don't know, have you got some sort of fetish about seeing men in stockings or something? I'm not sure. Or is it Rob who has the fetish? I just don't know. And maybe I just don't want to know. Because lives are much more behaved when we're not in. Watch the bottom left feed. Yeah, I think I've resolved that problem now. It's great when you're not behaving in streams, makes it more enjoyable. Yes. The after 9 o'clock streams. What's on the screen this week? I have no idea, Flymo. It is just various cab rides. I think these are all about 10 minutes long, so it's just scrolling through them. I would totally take blame for corrupting Mark Live than I not even Rob. Oh, I was on. Hello. I don't think I said hello to you yet. Yeah, this is live Steam. That's how far behind on the chat I am. Oh, I got 3 minutes to go to get to the bottom of the chat now because Jason's going to be on. Yeah, it is a lovely loco. It's really, really nice. If you look back some of my in fact, if you look at my earlier videos, the intro I had on there, you will see this running. Yeah, it's nice to get the cameras down low onto the layout and just, that's one thing I want to do when I'm got all the tracking on this layout is make some spaces where I can put the cameras and hide them in around the layout so you can get nice running shots. Well, Mora's off. Good night. Too many boring, whining idiots at work. That's always work. Two pairs of Doppelmayr for 50 quid. They're going for 50 quid a pair on eBay. So I got a pretty good deal from the top. That's very good, yeah. She won't want to see me in a kilt then. Car boot sale on Sunday. Going to start packing for holiday during the weekend. Well, enjoy your holiday. Yeah, the old China flu is still doing the rounds. Yeah, 29 minutes past, so I'm going to start saying goodbye now, and I'll end the stream so everyone can go over to Jason. I presume he's still on at 8:30. His stream was set up for that, and I haven't heard anything from him. Oh yeah, link for Brian's the train shop. It's a train set shop. Oh, your dad was in hospital. Sorry about that, Clive. Yeah, that's how you ended up with it. Yeah, I've seen that. Brian's not doing his monthly waffle. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight then, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm going to end the stream now, and it should kick you automatically over to Jason's stream. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. So thanks for tuning in. Video out tomorrow. And Rob and Grace, RGG Trains, will be here next week in my slot. and then I'll see you back here the following Thursday. So take care, guys, and I'll see you all in the other streams. Bye, everyone.